Hey guys, this is Jesse from itschromeos, and in this video we'll be talking about alternative Linux centric file managers for Chrome OS. And if you notice, the official file manager for Chrome OS is just called Files, and it's the only one that there is officially from Google. However, if you have the Linux subsystem installed on your Chromebook, then you should be taking advantage of those alternative Linux centric file managers. So the first thing first, you need to enable Linux, the Linux subsystem in Chrome OS. You can check out this video to learn how to do that. If you already have the Linux subsystem enabled, then you can delve right into Linux terminal, which you can find here. So the first thing you want to do is type in sudo apt. Let's try to follow the instructions. We'll leave a link in the description below. To the article on our website, so you can have a reading guide. So let's go ahead and adjust that a little bit. So one of the first options on the list is Nemo. As you can see here, it's a fork of the popular GNOME files that's previously known as Nautilus, and it's basically just a spin on that, and it's maintained by the Linux Mint team. And we can go ahead and try and install here. This will take a little while. It's 310 megabytes depending on the internet speed. You can skip through it. There are timelines to skip through it. The next on the list is Toner. But a good practice before installing any software or application is to update your system, the core of the system, or even upgrade. You won't have to upgrade your system as often, but you might need to update us every once in a while. Granted, it's occasional update, automatic update, considering that it's maintained. But then if you do want to update it yourself, if you're installing a package, just for the sake of compatibility and making sure that the dependencies are updated and play well with the application you're trying to install, it's important to maintain that practice of updating the system and even upgrading it if you haven't updated the system in a while. If you haven't updated the system in a while, if you haven't upgraded in a while, just to be sure. And that's why you have this here, and that's what I should have done before actually going with the install procedure. It's very nice installing the dependencies, the packages that the application requires to run efficiently. In the Linux subsystem. While we're waiting for this, please don't forget to subscribe Helps our channel will be coming up with more videos now regularly. In the meantime, we can enjoy the music. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you like what you see. So once that is done, we can go ahead and start the next one on the list. We can go ahead and run Nemo first. So to run Nemo, you can just type in Nemo in the terminal, and it should run it. You can also go right to the app drawer and search for Nemo. That's what it calls it, as files. Doesn't call it Nemo, it pops out files. So we can go ahead and actually, so it's opened like multiple instances of it. So we can go ahead and close one of it. So basically what this gives you is that it gives you direct root access, to your system, provided you're the administrator, provided you have an account in that. Oh yes, you'd have to access them as root. You're accessing them as the default user, which is me, Jesse. But however, if I need to access the root directory, I need to access it as with super user permission. But anyway, you can close out of that instance and go ahead and try installing the next one. So some of the Linux apps do this weird thing where they wouldn't close out. Like right now, it just wouldn't close out. So I have to try to figure out some other way of It's not working. In this case, this is where we use the kill command. So we have to open a new instance of the terminal to continue our operation. See, you don't always remember everything. So in this case, we're going to look for the signal number, or should I say the PID. Interesting. Let's go PID. Okay, that's pretty lame. How to list the processes. That is what I do not remember. Anyway, we don't know what the process is, so we're gonna go ahead and close out of this. Close out of this. Then we've closed out of those processes because we relaunched the application in low density mode. That's what it looks like. So let's go ahead and relaunch it in high density and see what that looks like. So when you launch it in high density mode, this is what it looks like. It basically does not work fine, but when you launch it in low density mode, it's gonna restart and it's gonna work a lot better, albeit with excessively large icons that are not in line with the rest of the system. So let's go ahead and close out of that. Sometimes you might struggle with this, and that's totally normal. Let's try and close out of that again. It's not working. The good thing is that we have it out of the way for now. That's important, and we can go ahead and install the next application, which is Toner. But before we install Toner, we're gonna update the system. So we need to upload the next terminal again. You gotta open that and just do the same thing. Forgive me. We'll install Toner. And then download the necessary packages for Toner to run. So you can just wait that out. So we have Toner installed now, so we can go ahead and run it. And there you go, Toner is installed. So now let's try running it in low density mode and see what that looks like. Yeah, the same thing. The icons are overblown, mismatched with the rest of the system. So that means we're gonna like launch it back in high density mode. And that means we have something a little more in line with the rest of the system. So we can close out that. And we can even pin it if we want. We can pin it, move it around if you want it. So once we're done with that, we can close out of it. See if we can find it now. See if we can find it here as well. But it doesn't give it we don't find the bulk rename utility that is part of the Toner application. We don't find the actual Toner application. So the only way you can run Toner then is via the terminal. Then that means if you run it from here, in the first instance, right, you can immediately take advantage and pin it, right? So once you have it pinned, you can always run it from here as a convenient shortcut. So we can go ahead and try the next application. Yes, and of course I forgot to update the system again. This time we're gonna install really update it. Oh, I probably did and I probably even forgot that I did that. Forgive me, guys. So you can easily just like just copy and paste. We had a function to the website that'll make it easy to copy and paste code later on. So basically you can just copy that and paste it right in your terminal. Yes, install the packages, and once that is done installing, we go down to the app launcher and we'll search for it. Hopefully we'll find it. Otherwise we'll have to run it from the terminal like we did with the first two. The written instructions are still valid, so please, just in case you do not want to go through with the video, you can go right through with the written instruction. It's probably even shorter and easier depending on who you are, of course. And that was the last one of it. We'll leave links to the rest of these videos. Eventually, as they become available. So we can go ahead and run Nautilus from here. And it opens the Nautilus app. File app. So again, to use any of these applications, you will need root to access the root files. You need root access, and I will leave a link to a video showing you exactly how to do that. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.
One day you'll figure this out. When you do, you will change the world.